You might look at the thumbnail and click on the video thinking this guy can't possibly be that bad, right? Well, when you look at some of this guy's takes, they might fill you with genuine anger. Disclaimer, please don't harass or send hate to him, because you know, it's just Mario. Meet Sunk, a dude that loves AI country music and also seems to have a hot take as soon as you look at his profile. And this says a lot about Sunk, and the more on, we're gonna hear way worse. First off, Sunk is a dick rider. Well, no, he's just overly confident with his opinion. If you look in his bio, it says the Wii U needs to be modded to be a good console. Not saying this is the whole reason, but once I was arguing with him about how the Wii U is one of the best Nintendo consoles, and he called me nostalgia blinded. He made a video calling it overrated, and people who like it only like it for nostalgia. He always likes to bring up how the Wii U was a flop, like the console's sales determined all of the games in history that this console had. Plus, his favorite console is the Wii, even though there's more nostalgia bait for that console than a console that's not even relatively that old. Well, that's not coming from my standards though. When I told him this, he said without the nostalgia factor, the Wii is still a good console and the Wii U isn't. There's an airplane, oh my god. He said he's had a Wii U before, but like, what games did this guy have? Keep in mind, the Wii U has a whole Wii inside of it, but apparently he thinks the gamepad is janky. I mean, I do agree with him on that a little bit, but it's a fucking Wii U gamepad. Plus, it has some of the smoothest and best feeling buttons I've felt in my life. Or maybe that just might be glaze. And about it disconnecting frequently, I think this dude just bought an old used Wii U then called it a day. Because you're not really supposed to exit a room with a Wii U. As did you think this was a portable console? Also, has he brought up all the games that this console had? It had Breath of the Wild, which yeah, that means the Switch one is a port, made Wind Waker better and more accessible for people, which by the way is the best Zelda game, Super Mario 3D World, Smash for Wii U, which probably changed modern control as we know it, Mario Kart 8, Mario Maker, Bayonetta, Twilight Princess HD, Rayman Legends, Splatoon, Woolly Road, Color Splash. So many games the Wii U had that's being ignored right now. But I brought up the fact that modding the console can bring up opportunities, and what I meant by modding the Wii U was just basically getting all the Wii U games for free. And he took that as the console needing to be modded to be good, but the Wii also needs to be modded to like do half the things people do with it, just like CTGP, Retro Revolution. Wait, is Retro Revolution even like supported for the Wii? And also, Wiimify, which is like the most famous thing. So I guess he took that as the console needing to be modded to be good. Before we get to the next part, can you please subscribe to me and help me get enough money to buy my own computer, because like, I really need it. Alright, back to the video. My only problem is in his ignorance against the Wii U. I know it's just an opinion, but like, no, this dude's just wrong. He says Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door is worse than Paper Mario 64. Keep in mind, Paper Mario 64 is like objectively worse than the Thousand Year Door. The mechanics are slower, and also the Thousand Year Door has better characters, art, and just looks better. And also, I love you, Goombella. Another claim this guy has is how Tomodachi Life is overrated. I mean, if you take a look at it, how people treat it, then I guess you could say it's overrated. But then he says Miitopia is better.
I was going to say this, but Tomodachi Life attracts a more casual audience due to it being a life simulator.
Keep in mind, those are two completely different types of games. Miitopia is a full-fledged RPG, and while Tomodachi Life is a life simulation game. So that's kind of like a little unfair to compare those two. Sunk also hates people that talk about modding or emulated games, calling them annoying. But when there's someone asking how to play Mario Sunshine specifically, which is his favorite game, the only way to play it right now, if you don't own a copy of Mario Sunshine or the extremely limited 3D Mario All-Stars, which both of them are not on sale right now, just to boot up DOF and download a copy and just play the game like that. Also, emulation opens up a ton of opportunities for people that don't want to spend a ton of money on games that are like decades old and play them with many benefits as well. So there's a reason why people always comment to use emulation, because most of the time it's just better and easier. Quick claim he makes is that Melee is clanky as a game when it's exactly the opposite of clanky. Just wait till this dude finds out about wave dashing. But Melee by design is supposed to be fast and like responsive. If you think things like wave dashing and L cancelling are glitches, they aren't, because Sakurai recognizes them himself. Sunk also thinks that Mario Galaxy is worse than Mario Sunshine, and as someone who's played both games, I can safely say they both have aspects where they do things better than each other. But Sunk comes here and say, why do people like Mario Galaxy so much? I don't understand, it's so boring, repetitive, annoying to control. And I do agree how it's sometimes annoying to control. This guy thinks the Wii is the best console and praises the Wii remote specifically. I don't know if he's even finished Mario Galaxy or gotten a copy of Mario Sunshine, but playing Mario Sunshine will physically tire you. It is so hard to play after the first couple of levels. But if you thought I'm saying Mario Sunshine is terrible, You're actually really wrong. The aesthetic that Mario Sunshine chooses is so beautiful, and Nintendo actually experimented on that game. And I know Sunk hates people using the word charm, but it's like a certain charm that GameCube and Wii graphics bring to me, as they aren't perfect, but it's not like Nintendo 64 3D graphics. And it's like, I don't know if Nintendo was in a weird phase with experimenting, but like we were advancing in graphics, but the renders we got were genuinely like so charming and beautiful. It's like the imperfection of them makes them even better. But I can explain why Mario Galaxy isn't trash like Sunk is saying. First off, the music. I mean, Sunshine has much better music, but Galaxy, the music helps fit the spacey atmosphere that the game is trying to bring, with Nintendo experimenting with full orchestra soundtracks, and the floatiness of the movement that also helps show like you're in space right now. And that kind of helps figure out its identity more than other Nintendo games. And it's also really consistent, just like Sunshine. Starting to see why this guy likes Mario Sunshine so much. And it also made use of the floating mechanics and made the worlds feel better due to them being planets and having a consistent theme, whatever that means. But if you don't believe me, just take it from a Reddit user.
From start to finish it gives you something beautiful, grand, gentle, exciting, heartbreaking to cling to, and that is something no other Mario game has ever quite done, at least not in the main series.
You know, with how controversial Sunk is, he's sure gotten himself in a lot of these, one of them being over his AI usage, where someone got really mad and caught him like a whole slur for using AI. Also in the rant community too, because people who do slime rants most of the time are too scared to make a hot take. Because say something that's not remotely a problem, you're always going to be hit with, "This is such a non-issue," or "just scroll," which is kind of dumb because you're ignoring every problem that doesn't affect you, and there's better things to worry about. That's just as dumb as someone committing a crime to a child, then you ignore it because there's bigger things to worry about, am I right?
Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there.
Jokes aside, I'm here to tell you that this dude has horrible takes, like the other dude. First, this dude goes on to say that Mario Kart Wii is worse than Deluxe and World, which is just a straight lie. For some reason, every Nintendo game has always seemed to have their best competitive version in the 2000s, like Smash Melee and, well, Mario Kart Wii. Even the Pikmin games had a better competitive scene than Mario Kart World and Deluxe.
Okay, pause. I know that's like a very stupid take and it's true, but I didn't make this part as silk.
Oh, but Yoshi, it's more balanced.
Honestly, I disagree with that. The more jank a game has, the more competitive potential it has. Which is also why Melee thrives way more than every other Smash game due to having glitches like wave dashing, the really long Samus thread, and much more. Also, small note, this may be cherry picking, but this dude does slime rants, which everyone should know that every slime ranter has either common sense takes or just horrible takes in general. And on top of that, this dude has a horrible top 5 of characters. Well, while digging through his page, I found out this dude has very little taste in characters. He only seems to glaze Kingdom Hearts and Mario games. Also, this dude's first character in his top 5 characters is like Olimar. Which is funny, because imagine being at a party or at his house and like asking, "Yo dude, like what's your top 5 characters?" And then he tells you Olimar. Mind you, Olimar doesn't even speak in any of the damn games. He just throws his red, yellow, and blue slaves at bugs or massive animals.